Hello everybody and welcome back to another reaction video from Out on That Line. I'm Alex, finally gonna start remembering to introduce myself. And today I'm going to be reacting to the song Blow It High Dough by the Tragically Hip, live from That Night at Toronto. So I recently watched the Tragically Hip documentary No Dress Rehearsal on Amazon Prime. Highly recommend it. This documentary was my opportunity to really dig into the history of the Tragically Hip and also, of course, their music. So I decided to go through all of their stuff chronologically. I know there's going to be some speed bumps in there, but I figured why not start with the first song off of their first full-length studio album up to here. Let's check out Blow It High Dough. I do know the song, but I'm very excited to see this live version of it. So let's dive in. Tragically Hip, Blow It High Dough, live from That Night at Toronto, baby. Woo!
They shot a movie once in your hometown. Everybody was in it from miles around. Now that the Speedway, some down at the speedway. Down at the speedway. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah. So right off the bat, I kind of want to try to draw a straight line between our Australian friends and the Tragically Hip. John Farnham, Jimmy Barnes, Cold Chisel, these acts that have been shared with us on the channel by Australians of a certain age bracket. This was the music of their youth. They share these artifacts of a very specific place and time, and it's all wonderful, and it's all this music you hear and go, this should have been bigger in the United States, but at the risk of being the self-hating American, unfortunately, the American recording industry can have this tendency to be a gatekeeper, like this monolithic tastemaker where if you can't make it in America, are you really going to make it at all? Not in every instance, but certainly it kneecapped people like Cold Chisel. In the documentary, which I'll reference a lot, No Dress Rehearsal, you have a lot of the interviewees talking about the fact that so much culture was imported from America and people were craving something that reflected the Canadian people, the Canadian experience, telling Canadian stories. And along come these guys from Kingston, Ontario, and they delivered not just the Canadian experience, but rock and roll that would resonate with any musician and any music fan. Because make no mistake, these guys, obviously they're musicians, but like they are musicians. The big calling card for me with the Tragically Hip is how tight they are. They are so unbelievably in sync with one another. You truly do believe that if one of them went rogue, the others would just follow instinctively. You really see that on stage. They share one mind. You can say there's showboating from Gord Downie, the late great Gord Downie, but he's the front man. He's got to be the human sweaty noodle. But you don't see Rob Baker going into business for himself. You don't see Gord Sinclair or Johnny Fay or Paul Langlois. I struggle with his name so much. Langlois. French is so difficult for me. You don't see any of them going into business for themselves. They are one unit working together. It's dynamic. It's high energy. That crowd was feeding its energy to the fellas, and the fellas were giving it back tenfold. The guitar parts are wonderfully complimentary. You hear them when you need to hear them. You hear Rob Baker solo when you need to. You hear the guitars cool out when it's appropriate. Rhythm section absolutely locked in. Gord Downie spitting poetry on top of it all. It really is, start to finish, pound for pound, the essence of rock and roll, and it's Canadian, baby. God keep our land. What else can I say? Except for let me know what other Tragically Hip I should be reacting to, what other Canadian music I should be reacting to, what songs in general should I be listening to and reacting to for your viewing pleasure. You just let me know in the comments. It's very important for the algorithm. Make sure that you like this video, you're subscribed to the channel, and your notifications are turned on so that anytime we drop one of these things, you don't miss out. And again, keep that engagement coming. We love to know what you guys are into and what you want to hear next. So until next time, thanks for watching.